abusuafo ye chacha mo eba nimdeɛ news ensempa efie na yiwa ensem ni ma na yɛkɔ gyachi Quayson ensensem emu na ɛden na aba afa gyachi Quayson ekesi eho ɛyade Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo ɛde ensem bi aba betudwa ashow certain concerns ɛwibi ko panyin ni sɛ da bi enoma bi hɔ noma and say emfata say ebekoso ewo eye court anase Supreme Court eji sheye eyade a itia say eye den anase nsembe na mamid betu wedwa we nyina eye se gyachi Quayson case a ewo Supreme Court no eye Gertrude Torkonoo eye Chief Justice edi betu dwa say opanyini no ono asem ewo court no time bia court ebetena asem no eso no instead say obeba be pim ewo court no enya dia will show up na emum de obeye ni say na no asoma ne lawyer na no asoma ne lawyer echina no asoma ne lawyer say o me file this o me ye this na wono ankasa de nanim emepim ewo court enti Chief Justice echeche mu say enya dia eso court nani enti no sa ne nhyehyɛ ne normal oye ewo court no ebeya nka onjai efise enye the continuous absence of gyachi Quayson no enya dia eso ani current no we enya dia court ebesoso because was say enya dia ene court emra no etimi eko ntino eyade a opanyin no onhwe na onjai sansensem no na ye maame anase Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo echeche no ma bebre mu issue certain concerns and ninje ho ewo court ntino asem na omote so na omoka no ene ye fra asem na wona beba be pie mu na ye hunu de no meko no na o lawyer aba na obe file for the wo so man so meye owi at the next time angi ke say hia no un show up na che say eyade a enye enshem kra because wasem ewo court etna asem no so a ye frɛ wo a wo ma you don't appear in court. Meanwhile, your case ewo hono my was say yitimi eye ni di free hono etino eye Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo was say gyachi Quayson you are not treating Supreme Court properly ho akoka wasam yeni you too and with all this you are not treating the court properly. I guess enya dia ye encouraging enya dia eso eni intino o se onye na onsesan fisa no normal na ye frɛ court sitna omra na omegyinam na omedefend ne ho anasa omra na omegyinam bi because the presence ehia eye ono gyachi Quayson ono na ekoye bibia na se ne ho aka na se mo court intino wo a wasem wo court no court fra na wo make certain excuses. No, this strategy there nya dia ebefa this strategy nya dia Gertrude Torkonoo so obesoso intino eye Tsikata lawyer panyini a oni gyachi Quayson ena ebo adwuma eyade a wankasa wunimumra yensei emra etino this is what Chief Justice ede ababetu edwa say nyade a gyachi Quayson treat the court properly Tsikata gyachi Quayson e was say motnase na muhunu niamo yam ho because asem na e wo court no enyade a court ayena adwene sana Supreme Court ayena adwene say wo ja asem ni mu etini your absence doesn't mean say Supreme Court ebeka say fa hudi so you have to appear into way concerns ya Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo wa show na odi tudwa ebibie no ma bebre so na enya senketo na ye hwa gyachi Quayson asem e wo court no de edutwam na we nyina emra sabre omugina Supreme Court na show many concerns about case ya wo court enam free emra one fa kwan paso ebegina ya ebe pre MP ekoto ema ekoto ne so abama wonyane ni seat back ni ade nyina no chese still ya opanyini no na se no da so wo court a wo mu se wawe ni anase yi ye bua asem no declare seat no vacant but still ya no perjury any certain kind of stuffs ya dia opanyini no na musisi a ntina ya dia enya in the case ni yen sorry so na emom enoma na se ntansa court de ball na gusu esinsin wiem into ono ko nyamfa no any team na court esan fra you don't appear enti no ade agachi Quayson eyo owura ni monyamfo ade ase obetu ho fo na mahunu se dem be say mo ho a I think say it will help na yonko ensem ni mu na yenhwe ensem a anase consensus ya Chief Justice Edibetu Edra. The Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo has expressed concern regarding what she says is the conduct of Asenoff MP James Quayson when he files processes at the Supreme Court. She observed he more often than not fails to show up and causes one of his lawyers to file and swear to statements on his behalf. That is a statement and I say no man can court in yasen kono abegine mayeno osman and lawyers na lawyers ni mum aba begine name eye amano we enya dia eso any we nya dia a commune with the Supreme Court laws. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. He doesn't treat this court properly. He engages this court and he refuses to appear. When you ask the court to exercise discretion, you must treat the court properly, she stated. The Chief Justice made this comment while presiding over a 5-member panel to hear a case filed by the legislator. Mr. Quayson was seeking to halt his trial, arguing that the High Court got it wrong when it refused a request for prosecutors to be compelled to provide certain documents they had failed to disclose. Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah Dame had told the High Court his office had supplied all documents to the legislator. He pointed the court to correspondence between his office and the MP's legal team showing that documents in their possession had been examined. Lawyers for Mr. Quayson, however, disagreed. They insisted the AG cannot refer to those correspondences since they had not filed an appropriate response. The High Court disagreed with this view, causing the MP's legal team to head to the Supreme Court. Mr. Quayson's lawyer, Justin Teriwaja, urged the Apex Court to set aside the decision of the High Court. He insisted by relying on the correspondence, it meant the High Court used evidence not properly presented to it. Our submission is that in the main trial, evidence is taken on oath. In a determination of a motion, it must be based on evidence given on oath. Our position is that if facts are deposed, the opposing side has the option to respond. That wasn't the case, he said. The Attorney General disagreed. He first pointed out that even the processes field was irregular in that Mr. Teriwaja swore on an oath and signed the current processes filed at the Supreme Court without showing that he had the authority of the MP to do so. Additionally, he pointed out that the MP's legal team were given the chance to argue out the matter extensively and address the court on the correspondence. He said the lower court had committed no error of law obvious on the face of the record, as was being alleged. Substantively, we submit that there is no error of law patent on the face of the record. An application invoking your jurisdiction must indicate matters which are patent, where the court has to go beyond the depositions and fundamental attachments. Clearly, that application does not properly invoke the supervision jurisdiction. It was an application for further disclosure. The application is improper and should be dismissed, he stated. The court ruled that the High Court committed no error of law. We have examined the processes and find no merit in the application. We find that the applicant was heard by the court and the court had jurisdiction to rule on the matter. The Chief Justice ruled. Some panel members had earlier commented on the absence of the legislator and on his lawyers swearing documents on his behalf. Not just say Judge Quayson the absence any first time input in ye a justice and judges be able to tell so I'm making no consensus, but it seems the man still refused to go according to the Supreme Court's laws. Some panel members had earlier commented on the absence of the legislator and on his lawyers swearing documents on his behalf. Supposing we want to have him cross-examined, you will disqualify yourself from counsel. You depose to affidavit and you appear before us as counsel. That practice was because your client has money. He sends you to the court. One day, when your wig is taken off, you will see. Justice Isifu Amadou Tanko said. The Chief Justice additionally added that such conduct does not help the profession. This practice demeans the profession, she stated. The case was heard by Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo and Justices Isifu Amadou Tanko, Emmanuel Kulendi, Samuel Asiedu, and Ernest Gawu. Na say justices are motna asem no so and na umudi etwagu yi ntino Judge Quayson the trial and nam court we there ayi bibie wo ho na omofi say like I don't know why many people think that the case is a mere case, so they should just ignore the case. No, it shouldn't be that. Things must be put to order. You cannot just stand up and be like, I am chief, I am that, I am this, so the case should be dismissed or the case should be cancelled or removed from court. No. The law must always work, and it must work correctly. It shouldn't be biased. How can you prosecute some people and let go of some people? No. We are all the same. No one is above the law. Judge Quayson, Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo, this is her expression that you have to appear before court whenever court sit on your case, because you cannot always send your lawyers to come and swear or stand in for you. No, it shouldn't be that. That is not done anywhere. So please and please again, Judge Quayson and your chief lawyer Tsikata, please appear before court whenever you are called. That is we any consensus Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo to 20 Judge Quayson ya pacho. I was with me appear before court. Not there I was a woody to draw. It to me a course said ye a sena a fata.